4 years later, he's now graduating with a civil engineering degree. So, yeah. But what I find most impressive is that he's been here all day participating, volunteering. He actually has been attending the meeting since like January with us just to plan it all ahead. So it shows that, he values what he received and he wants to give it back to you all. So without further ado, I want to introduce to you all Christian, Sai.
Thank you, Felipe, for the introduction. As Felipe said, my name is Christian Sai. I am a volunteer at this competition for this year, but 4 years ago, I was in the exact seat you guys are on right now. The last competition that was held was 2019, and that was the very last in-person event. And that was my last year of doing it in the same exact building of Cal Poly Pomona. So a little bit about myself, as Felipe said, I'm doing a Bachelor's of Science in Civil Engineering, graduated hopefully in a month or so. Right now I'm a civil engineering intern for HR Green. We're about a medium-sized company. I do a lot of land development review, some AutoCAD drawings as well. We have some structural, water, government, so we're a very wide, broad civil engineering company in general. So that picture right here on the right side was the bridge I had, and some of the team members I had. One is pursuing, I think, biology in UCLA, and the other one I think is going to CSUN as well. So I'm here to talk about the impacts of the Popsicle Stick Bridge competition itself, and also why I picked civil engineering and maybe why some of the people here sitting and graduating soon should pick civil engineering. And just maybe some guidance on college life or just life in general. So some of the impacts. The first thing that I liked about this competition was the ability to learn real world problems. As you all did today, you guys design bridges with certain criteria, certain spans, certain heights. And that's very similar to the world of engineering, right? Because once we create a bridge in real life, there's some buildings that you cannot remove permanently, right? So you gotta go around them. So that's one of the things. Also efficiency. Testing of the bridges are made by efficiency, meaning how light the bridge is and how much it could hold. In real life, I wish I had all the money in the world, right? But we don't. So we have to create bridges that are, or projects that are cheap, but also upholding to the standard of care that you want it to have, right? Then another thing is the ability to see projects firsthand. You guys all constructed the bridges, you guys all build it by your own hands, right? Civil engineering in general also translates to that. We have the design process, and usually that takes years to complete for projects, right? And we have the construction phase. And you will see the project firsthand from the design to the construction phase. Another thing is improve my presentation skills. Right now, when I was in high school, I don't think I could probably do this presentation or speech in front of everyone. I was a very shy person, but this competition made me the person I am today, which is a very vocal person, but also someone that wants to share the stuff I learned to everyone else. Another thing is thinking outside the box, being creative. Some of the bridges here I see are very creative, right? It's not just a very simple design, but you guys put some creative thinking on it. Networking skills. Some of the volunteers here actually see them sometimes in like campuses. When I was participating, the chair, I think, of this competition, or the CPPAC president, was one of the people that was volunteering for a competition. I actually met him in person when I was here as first year. So networking skills is very important. And moving on, next one is create analytical reports. You all did technical reports. In real life, you will have to do technical reports, probably on a semester basis at least. Another thing is seeing the hardships of the engineering career. I'm not going to stand here and say engineering is one of the easiest majors out there. I don't think it is, and it's probably not. But the thing is, it's probably the most rewarding major out there. In my opinion, it's the most rewarding major because, as I said, you actually see the projects being built and impacting the society itself. So why did I pick civil engineering? As the previous guest speaker said, there are multiple disciplines of civil engineering. There's structural, which are the bridges, transportation, roads and highways, geotechnical, study of soils, environment, water resource engineering, which is basically water, construction engineering, which is basically constructing a project very efficiently, and surveying. Another thing is, as I said before, it makes a large impact in society. The picture on the right side is the 6th Street Viaduct. Before the 6th Street Viaduct, you can probably see in all the movies previously shot on LA. It was a very recognizable building, a very historic building, but it was not held to the engineering standards of this current society. So the LA Bureau of Engineering demolished it, created a new one, and this one, a bunch of people driving on it, running on it, walking it, and impacts in society. Another thing is job flexibility. I work for a private company, but you guys don't have to work for a private company. You can work for a public, so it's a lot of flexibility going back and forth. Another thing is the job growth. There's a 6.9% growth over the next 10 years, which is amazing. One of my professors said that civil engineering is a very recession-proof degree. Next picture is guidance for success. Next slide, I mean. So for me, I didn't take high school very seriously. I probably should have. I should have taken more AP classes. I should have tried harder in AP classes. Why? Because AP classes, if you pass it with a certain grade or passing grade, colleges would accept it, meaning you probably don't have to take it again in college. I think that sounds good. That sounds good on my wallet, because college is expensive. Another thing is never be afraid to ask for help. You never know that people are always willing to help you. You just don't ask. So always ask for help. Another thing is, I feel like this is the most important one, is maintaining a social balance. Sure, people are going to college for the academics, right? But it's not just the academics itself. It's also about maintaining a social life and maintaining a social balance. Go out with friends, try new things. I went skydiving 2 years ago with a couple of my friends. I didn't think I was ever going to do it in high school, but I did it. Another thing is build skills relevant to your coursework. Not just coursework in general, but life in general. Multitasking is a good thing. Time management, communication skills, and decision. Lastly, create your social network. This is very important. Some people here are graduating. Let's say you guys attend Cal Poly as a civil engineering major, right? Some of the volunteers here are Cal Poly students. You may or may not see them later on, and I feel like you should probably know some professors are harder, some professors are easier, right? You guys don't know that, but they do. So it's a very important thing, create your social network. I think that's it for me. I'm gonna hand it off to Felipe. Congratulations to the top 3 finishers. I don't know them yet, but thank you for coming here today. And I think that's it for me.